bathroom one more time.
We're started. We're started.
Yeah, we are. All right.
Cool, Albert. This is game number 1 between Bahamuth the Zerg and Patjuh the Protoss. Bahamuth clearly underdog going into this game, but it's daybreak, a big map, and anything can happen.
Yeah, of course. And as I said before, Bahamuth also beat Seoul in his last group phase, and Seoul is a very good Protoss. So I don't know, maybe Bahamuth has got some special builds, or he's got some special talents applying to Protoss players. So we'll see. Anyway, Frank, let's do the introductions.
Yeah, do you want to do it, Albert?
Sure, I want to do it. In the top position, we have the red Protoss, and he goes by the name of DruidzPatjuh.
Awesome, GSL style.
Right. And in the bottom position, we have the green Zerg, and his name is Bahamuth.
Bahamuth. All right. A battle of titans in the round of 16. You know, they are Behemoth? Bahamuth?
Bahamuth? I don't know how you want to pronounce it.
In English,
we'll just keep it on Bahamuth.
Bahamuth. Like the Dutch way, Bahamuth. Wait, go back to this. What they're fighting for in this match is the last spot in the round of 8 that's available. All the other 7 players have been determined. These guys are fighting for the last spot that's still in the round of 8, up for grabs. So which one of these is going to go on to the quarterfinals? We'll have to find out by watching these games. And this is the first one.
Very, very exciting. The scout of DruidzPatjuh is already there. He's just decided to scout immediately after his pylon. And he's seeing, okay, it just looks very normal. This is going to be a gas and then a spawning pool probably. Yep, so not hatch first or something like hatch first and then spawning pool, or spawning pool first and then hatch.
What you sometimes saw players like in the early days or up until a certain point, you saw players, the Zergs wanted to go for an early expand, but then the Protoss was usually there blocking their expansion, which was annoying.
Right.
So what they then started doing was going for gas pool first, and then using the Zerglings to clear the way for their expansion. But what you see players do nowadays too is just, if the probe is blocking their natural, they just go on to the third, throw down a hatchery there, and if the probe follows them, they also throw down a hatchery at the natural, so they go for 3 bases really quickly. But that's not what Bahamuth wants to do right now. He's just mining gas. He's taken drones off gas. He mined exactly 100 gas, and now he starts speed. There we go. He has the gas for it. He took. Yeah. There we go.
There we go. Well, what's really interesting here is that, of course, now he's just making 6 Zerglings, so much. I don't think he can do that much damage because Patjuh is already constructing his wall right now. He's already put his nexus down, and when this cannon is up, I don't think these 6 Zerglings can do that much damage. Oh, Patjuh throwing down that block as well to delay the hatchery even more.
It's not going to be delayed that much because 6 Zerglings take down a cannon. Let's see if he cancelled it in time. Yeah, he cancelled it just in the nick of time. And like you said, he's got 6 Zerglings. That is quite a lot because it's not enough to do any damage, but it's more than enough to get map vision and scouting. So you'd say, well, you could have just taken out some more and maybe have an extra drone.
Right. But now Bahamuth isn't deciding to go with a lot of pressure. He's just deciding to make a quick third base. And yeah, we'll see. I think Patjuh is actually a little bit ahead right now because he has already his 2 bases up, and the second base of Bahamuth is halfway done. The other one is just started. So I think Patjuh can just chrono boost his probes and be very happy with the way things is played right now.
He's definitely ahead right now on the work account, but as soon as Bahamuth's extra hatcheries just starts popping up and he's got his queens there, he's got a second queen in production that's nearly finished. He'll be able to send his first queen off to his natural. He'll have so many larvae.
Sorry to interrupt you, Frank, but there's a probe sneaking on the top side of the map, and it's gonna get spotted, I guess. Yeah.
Nice spotting by Bahamuth. He's really on top of the match. And all right. So Patjuh did not get to see. Let's not look at the player cam. Patjuh did not get to see the third base, so he doesn't know whether Bahamuth is going for a 2 base pressure. In fact, he hasn't even seen the natural, but of course he knows that it went up because he saw the drone there when his pylon was there. Of course, you never really know, right? I mean, it might have been a ruse from Bahamuth.
Yeah, it's really tricky as a Protoss. If you can get that probe and you have to just guess what the opponent is doing, or get a really quick observer, or get a really quick hallucinated Phoenix, or maybe a real Phoenix, and maybe that's what Patjuh is gonna do right now. He's building a Stargate, so I think he's just gonna put some pressure, maybe on the third, or do you think he's gonna go to the to the main?
This Overlord can be for different things. Of course, you can try and apply some pressure. You build a Phoenix afterwards, and then you use the Phoenix to lift some Queens, maybe take it out with the Overlord, with the Void Ray. But usually you don't see that do too much damage. So one other function of this Void Ray can be that you just want kind of map control and to be able to scout safely whatever comes out of the Zerg's base, because you're gonna get a scout. If he's massing up roaches, you'll be able to see it, and if the roaches start moving across the map, you'll be able to shoot at them. Of course, you're not going to kill the roaches with your one Void Ray, but you'll have some control. And in fact, and of course, you might force some Spore Crawlers, some extra Queens, so have the Zerg incur some extra cost. And by the way, if we look at the units tab, we still see that the Zerg is behind in drones. But there's lots of larvae popping out now, so there could be some more drones coming. By the way, there's a roach. There's 8 drones in production, by the way, and a roach warren. It's now finished.
Right, but I think there's gonna be a pushing coming right now, because Patjuh has got one Void Ray and one a Phoenix, and he is also positioning a pylon very aggressively at the third base. So I think he'll be going for a Void Ray and Phoenix push at the third base, probably try to deny it, probably try to finish it, or at least get those drones away.
He's got 3 gates and the Void Ray, so I don't think this is going to be a game-ending maneuver, and there's very smartly Bahamuth throwing down a Spine Crawler, sorry. So I think he'll be able to defend his third base. He doesn't have any attacking units in production right now. Yep, there goes the Queen getting lifted by the Void Ray, but there's another Queen on the way already, and there's
Phoenix goes down.
Phoenix goes down. Yep. So I think
really important.
Oh, the Zealots are taking out some of the drones though. So 1, 2 drones go down, 5 drones killed so far, and now the hatchery is being sieged. But there's 8 roaches on the way, and if they can pop out in time, but they'll have to hurry. I think they're not gonna make it in time, unless they spawn right there.
Because this creep spread is not connected between the third and
this hatchery is done for.
Yeah, this hatchery is indeed done for.
And Patjuh retreats right away. He knows I'm gonna get overwhelmed by some roaches that have been in production for a while now. I'm just gonna pull back. I did my damage, and this is awesome because he hasn't lost all that much anyway. He's lost only 700 minerals to the 1250 of Bahamuth. So he's content with what he did.
It was a really good pressure from Patjuh, and Bahamuth just didn't have the units in time to defend it. So he lost his third base. It's a really big loss for Zerg, because what can you do right now? I mean, you can't have enough roaches at this time to really pressure the front. Well, I think his best option would be just to retake his base again. He's already taken out.
Oh, you see the force field? Trapping some roaches, and all of these roaches are going to get taken down. He's focusing down the sentries, though. That's very clever. Patjuh worked in a lot of sentries, and he's put down some force fields behind the roach in the back, so that when the other 2 cleared, they would get taken out as well. So that was another cool victory for Patjuh there. And you see that he's got his one Void Ray. It's on the map. He sees exactly what's coming out, and he's in fact able to kill some of these roaches. So yeah, there goes the Void Ray.
Smart positioning. Smart positioning. So, and in the meantime, we see that Patjuh is now transitioning. He has already got 2 robotics facilities, and one is not actually making anything. Maybe he just forgot about it. But he is producing Immortals right now, which of course will be very, very important to deal with those roaches.
Yep, and he's taken his third, and Bahamuth's also retaking a third, but not at his first location. He's just leaving those Spore Crawlers there to die. I'm questioning this decision. Why would he go for? Maybe it kind of makes me feel like he wants to hide it, but this is not really a hidden position by no means. So, and it's harder to defend. And okay, now he's retaken his third as well. So maybe he wants to just double expand to get back his economic advantage that he thought he had, at least.
Right, I think he just thought, well, if Patjuh is going to pressure again, he's probably going to pressure on the same spot as he just pressured, so I'm just going to take the other base. And so far, I don't think Patjuh scouted it, so he doesn't know that now this Overlord is, for this Void Ray is going to see the creep. So he knows now that there's a base right here.
and there's a wall of gateways being constructed, but it's coming under siege from some roaches, and some of these gateways might have got cancelled. Yeah, there they go. And now there's lots of sentries and immortals coming in.
To look out for those
force fields.
Force fields, yeah.
Patjuh has.
And he's trapped right now. He can't.
Yeah, but he's losing some sentries though. That's a tough one. That's tough. And he can retreat. If he can retreat right now, but he's going to lose all the roaches. There they go. And the extra roaches, the enforcing roaches, are pulling back right away. But there's 3 void rays out now, so they're doing a significant amount of damage to these roaches.
Right, and now Bahamuth is producing 9 roaches again, but it's gonna be really hard, especially with these void rays, because he has a few spore crawlers at his base, but they are not in a position right now to shoot at the void rays. This will be very, very tough.
Look at the force fields. Trapping the most of the drones in there. They're not trying to evacuate just now, but these roaches are just spawning to die. The immortals are doing so much damage to the roaches, and the drones are now evacuating just in time. Some of them get taken out by the zealots, but he's going to lose this base. But fortunately, he's got his 3rd base up now, so those drones can go over there. But by the way, Patjuh has kind of undersaturated his main mineral line, and used to have, did just now have very oversaturated natural, but since his 3rd is up now, he's mining very efficiently. He's got, how many drones on the map? 71 probes. So he's getting to that point where he's just got enough and can switch into mass unit production.
Right, and he's also securing his 3rd base like really heavily, putting down 2 extra cannons, putting down extra pylons to defend it. He's looking so secure right now. I don't think he's anything he can do. Also constructing a Twilight Council, so
yeah, he wants to go for more upgrades because he's only at 1-1 now. He is 1-1 ahead of the Zurich, who is at 0-0, and he's not working on upgrades. But Patjuh just wants to make sure that he keeps his upgrade lead and working on this Twilight Council. The Twilight Council is now finished, so he could. Yep, there goes the +2 attack upgrade right away, and he's working on a Warp Prism, probably to reinforce his army, or maybe to play some cute drop tactics. We'll have to wait and see about that. There go the Stalkers. They're attacking these Zerglings. They should be retreating the Zerglings, but no, bit of miscontrol, and most of them get taken out. The supply difference is pretty scary now.
Yeah, I mean, Patjuh's just playing so well, just denying those bases, just
big
getting
engage,
further
big engage. Yes, they're going to be force fields. All of these roaches are trapped outside the base. They're running around trying to take out the immortals, but as they ran around, they took so much damage, and I don't think they weren't even able to take one of these immortals out. And Bahamuth's forced to GG. Yep, that was it. A deciding victory for Patjuh, who never took really any damage and was able to deny the 3rd, deny the 4th, and just build up a massive army and take the win.
Yeah, just such formidable play by Patjuh. He just did exactly what he had to do as a Protoss player. Just try to deny the 3rd, then try to deny any expansion from the Zerg player, and just get further ahead and play careful until you have enough units and you can just crush the army without any trouble. So that was really well played.